Hi y'all, welcome to my second Truth Nugget. I'm going to sound starting off like a infomercial. I've got a product that I've been using while working on my kitchen cabinets. The generic name is Airplane Stripper, and it's great stuff. It's used for stripping off paint on metals, and I'm using it for the wood cabinets. You just spray that stuff on, walk away for about 45 minutes, and when you're not there, it's doing all the work. Today is, I call it Silent Saturday. It's the Saturday of Easter, the day when the disciples, no doubt, had no idea what to do. It was very quiet. Jesus was in the grave. Now, he was in the grave how many days? Yep, 3 days. If you didn't know the answer, you need to go to church. The day included parts of Friday and parts of Sunday, but if you add them all up, you get 3 days, not 3 24-hour periods. But it was a silent day. A day when it seemed like God wasn't talking. But the truth nugget I want to give to you today is found in the book of Philippians, chapter 1, where it tells us to continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. It doesn't say work for your salvation, to work it out. If you're saved, it will be seen in how you live, for it is God who works in you to will and to act according to His good pleasure. God is working in us, and just because God seems to be silent doesn't mean that God is not active, that He is not working, that He is not up to something. During this coronavirus, we're all quarantined, and I see a lot of complaining on Facebook, and I did a little bit of whining myself, but God is working. We may not see it. He may remain silent to our ears, but He is at work. He is doing something. In Genesis chapters 1 and 2, the creation story, have you ever found it interesting that whenever God created something, then it would say the first, then it was night, and then it was day, the first day, and then He creates something else, then it was night, then it was day, the second day. Why did it start with night? Usually when we think of a day, it starts in the morning when we wake up and we start our day. But on the Hebrew day, it starts in the evening. You notice, if you have friends who are Jewish, that Passover begins the evening of, or sundown of, the particular celebration. And that's because in Jewish tradition, the day starts really at night. Because it's at the night when we are inactive, and when we are inactive, God is active. God is doing something so that we don't get in the way and mess it up. And God's activity, when He is silent, is something that can be a source of encouragement and comfort for us. Jesus was in the grave on Silent Saturday, but He came back to life again on Sunday. God was at work, and Jesus came back to life again. He had a purpose while He was in that grave on Saturday. And He has a purpose for the things that we go through. Even though God seems silent, He is at work. And that really is the message of grace, that we don't work. We can't do anything. So we trust God to do for us what we cannot do for ourselves. You see, salvation is spelled D-O-N-E. Religion is spelled D-O. Religion means we've got to work. We've got to do something. But when we stop working, that's when God takes over. And He has already done for us all that is needed. Jesus did it on the cross. And He proved that God accepted that work on our behalf by coming back to life again. Enjoy your Easter, your Resurrection Sunday. God bless you all.